And here we go. So, what do I want to talk about in this video? I guess I'll kind of just go as I go. That's actually what I want to talk about, going. Just fucking. Um, I think it's fascinating how you can just move real fucking fast when you don't give a fuck about what anyone has to say about what you're doing. And I think that this is really cool too, because, you know, I'm sure that this is a conversation that I've had with my sweetheart at some point. But also, in a therapy session with my psychologist, he was talking about, speed in a sense, and he was like, run, and it kind of just like it sent shivers down, not shivers, chills. It sent chills down my spine because it was like, oh, just go. But it kind of also goes back to this idea of, I this idea that I think is a lot of fun to work with. I don't want to talk about a movie that's actually one of my favorite movies. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But there's a wonderful scene in this movie that basically explores a concept of, you're gonna fucking die, right? You're not gonna be here someday physically. And I think that a lot of people have a really hard time grasping that concept. And not only that, but they're also like, they're kind of just like out of touch with their own mortality, right? And so that has them seeing tomorrow. Okay, they see tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's gonna come. Tomorrow's gonna, like, it's like, yeah, like, what if not? Like, what if the point of today is to live for today and like not focus on anything tomorrow? But basically, like, the metaphor that my psychologist left me with, was this idea of the Glock is against your head, right? What do you want? And are you running as fast as you can towards what you want? If you are not running as fast as you can towards what you want, why not, right? And I think it's a really important thing to explore, because I can tell you right now, there's a huge portion of people that every single day are waking up and doing what they don't want to do. And there's a wonderful quote. I don't remember exactly who it's by, but this quote says, "It's likely that you're not tired, or no, no. It's likely that you're not tired because you're doing too much. It's likely that you're tired because you're doing too little of what brings you to life." And I think that that's a very powerful concept, a very powerful statement. I can tell you right now, because of the circumstances and the situations that people have been in, or sorry, the circumstances and situations that people have put themselves in, they would consider themselves to be, less a, I don't know. They would argue that if they were to look at their lives, they would be like, yeah, I'm in a fucking prison. I can't move anywhere. I can't do anything. And I get it. Some things really put you in fucked positions and situations and stuff. But the reality of the matter is that, you know, um, things aren't as permanent, I think, as we think they are. And it's really important to remember that, because if you completely lose sight of that, you're going to have a really hard time navigating life. But, like, understand that, like, you're not going to be here someday physically. And, like, whenever I think about that, like, that that makes me that makes me just want to rip my seatbelt off and just get, like, it makes me feel like I can run faster than cars. Like think about that. Like, a car going 100 miles per hour, I'm gonna run faster than that thing. I don't care what I need to do. I don't care what happens to my legs. I'm gonna fucking run. I'm just gonna fucking run. Um, and that's honestly, like, We are way too caught up in our minds. This slows us the fuck down because this is so tuned into everything else and everyone else. And oh, what does that person think? What does that person think? What does this person think? Like I have to tune in. I have to tune in. I can't make decisions for myself. I feel safer when I get this person's validation and acceptance or that person's validation and acceptance. Therefore, I'm really fucking slow. No, you can run faster than cars are driving. It's just, I mean, obviously this is metaphorical and everything, but anyway, the the capacity to which we have the ability to just fucking go, like it's this idea of like running towards your dreams like you're on fire, like just fucking go. And yes, there are a million things stopping us, right? There are a crazy amount of million things stopping us, but you can just run, just fucking run. I can tell you right now, what this person thinks about what you're doing does not fucking matter. What that person thinks about what you're doing does not fucking matter. What they have to say about what you're doing is completely fucking irrelevant. If you haven't figured it out yet, no one's figured it the fuck out. So anyone telling you that you need to have it figured out is fucking illusion. It's an illusion. That made no sense. It's a fucking illusion. It is not doing anything. Because I can tell you right now, the people that are telling you to figure it the fuck out still have not figured it the fuck out. So, like, that stress, that unnecessary stress that you carry on to, or not, that you hold on to and that you carry with you, is not doing anything for you. It's just slowing you down. Like, think about it this way. All right. These opinions of the people around you that they give you, they're like kind of like stones, right? They're these big stones, and everyone gives you one, and they just weigh you down, right? They're not doing anything for you productively. They're just weighing you down. They're tying you into this belief system of what you think you need to do, that someone else gave you, and has nothing to do with you, and all you need to do is let it go, and just literally, like, you are held down by several stones, right? You're held down by several stones. And if you were to just, like, I don't know, cut the strings, cut the ropes that attach you to those stones, you'd literally fly. That's all that there is to it. It doesn't matter. No matter who it is, your parents, your siblings, your teachers, your friends, whoever the fuck it is, it does not matter. You do not have to listen to a single thing any of them say. You don't. I mean, that is different, of course, if you're like much younger and everything, because a sense of guidance is necessary. But like if you're 18 or older, like get the fuck out of here. Go, just run. It's very important to understand that. It's very important to understand, and a lot of people are completely out of touch with this, but it's very important to understand that you're going to die someday. The reason that it's important to do that is because unless you actually sit with the fact that you're not going to physically be here one day, you're not going to get the full tone, the full reality, the extent to which, like, okay, wow, you're probably taking this food that you eat for granted, the way that it tastes, what it does for your body. You're probably taking the visuals around you for granted, like, wow, this is fucking cool, look at that sky, look at those birds, look at the trees. Like, it's important to meditate on behalf, it's important to be in a contemplative state regarding your own, non-being, non-existence, because it really brings you to understand, like, wow, right? And, I mean, I personally believe that death is not the end. In fact, well, I can't say in fact. I believe that death is actually only the beginning. And I think that's a really cool thing. But, like, of course, it's like a transition. But just going back to, like, a lot of people out there, including myself, I am not perfect. A lot of people out there are not living everyday life like it's their last day. If they were, they'd be living differently. They'd be doing things differently, and they're not. But just like, a lot of things are really just more so distractions for us rather than, I don't know, tools. Like okay, let's indulge in that. Why? Oh, because we're distracting ourselves from the fact that we're gonna fucking die one day. Yeah, it's hard to grasp onto, because we don't even like unless we have some type of connection to that, to the potential experience of like, oh, okay, that's what's after this. Like, we don't fucking know, and anything our mind tries to conjure up is just gonna scare us. Well, because we allow it to scare us, but like, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. It's really crazy. You can just like take a moment. Like this table that my phone is sitting on to record me right now. It's like, holy shit. Like just taking a moment each day and being like, oh my god, look at all this. Wow. Being alive is fucking cool. And if we're not in a state of like awareness of like, whoa, you know, we're gonna we're not gonna be present with this experience. And I think that that's one of the absolute worst things to miss out on.